the Braves fans got to the Phillies fans early last night, and they chopped them out of the ball game early, but Phils fans getting another crack. Game number 2 of the Phils and the Braves here in Atlanta. Phils hoping to pull out the win. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Phillies Baseball alongside Ben Davis. I'm Greg Murphy. Yeah, last night, not so good for the Phils early on. They never were able to get back in it after allowing 6 runs in the first 2 innings, but they get another shot at the Atlanta Braves tonight. They've been pretty good against the Braves, and we've got 2 guys on the mound, Ben, both guys who are trying to finish the season strong, and one of them who's trying to open up some eyes for next season.
Yeah, Henderson Alvarez with a good start here and there. I think he has a very legitimate shot at making the rotation next season for the Phillies. Obviously, they need some guys. They have Aaron Nola. They possibly have Ben Lively, but Henderson Alvarez might be a guy that can come up and fill that void every 5th day. He could be one of those guys. He's a 4-pitch pitcher. He will throw strikes, but like every other pitcher, if he elevates the baseball, he will get hurt. I liked what I saw against his first start against the Oakland A's, and I'm looking forward to improve on that tonight.
Henderson Alvarez was a guy that's had success in the big leagues. This guy has had success in the big leagues as well. Not so good at home this year. They'll try to change that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a guy that the Phillies have seen plenty of over the last couple seasons. And what he's done recently is he's found a better grip for that slider. He's been able to throw that more effectively, and he's having a lot more success with that pitch. He's also a 4-pitch pitcher, but as long as the Phillies make him elevate the baseball, they will have success against him.
Well, the Phillies have had some success. As you take a look at Julio Teheran's numbers here, I mentioned not so good at home, 3-10. He actually started the season 1-9 at SunTrust Park, but he's been better of late. So those are the guys that will be pitching tonight for the 2 teams. The Phillies have had success against the Atlanta Braves, winning 12 of the 17 games this season. However, they've lost the last 3. So they'll give the ball to Henderson Alvarez tonight, looking for his first win in a Phillies uniform as Julio Teheran looks for win number 12. Baseball's on the way, but first we'll send you back to the CSN studios. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By Toyota. Find your favorite model today. Toyota, let's go places. By Citizens Bank, official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at ibx.com. And welcome back into Atlanta, Georgia, SunTrust Park, as we get ready for baseball here on another beautiful night down here in Georgia. Fans still filing into SunTrust Park. 7 o'clock start tonight. Lineup cards have been exchanged at home plate. The Phils looking to take game 2 of this series. Ben, hopefully, well, they won't be out of it after 1 inning, which is kind of what happened last night. Ben Lively not able to have any success in that first inning, and the Phils found themselves out of the game pretty early, and it
was early, but give Ben Lively some credit. I mean, he didn't just hang his head and say, "Oh, poor me." No, he still went out and battled, and was actually able to give the Phillies 5 strong innings after that. So it's hopefully Henderson Alvarez can come out and do the job tonight.
Well, after last night's game, you know how oftentimes at the end of the season, some of the veteran players may ask the younger players on the team to dress up in a particular costume or perform some kind of skit. Well, last night, this was the scene in the team hotel last night, as almost 20 guys on the Phils roster who had less than a year of service time coming into this season, which is why you see Tommy Joseph in there in the middle, performing Grease Lightning. You got to see it live. Your thoughts?
Well, I think it explains itself. They were very into it. I was very surprised.
I thought it was very funny.
I think that the choreography was outstanding.
Yeah. Clay Buchholz was the one that purchased all the T-Birds jackets and wigs for all the players to wear. Cameron Rupp was kind of running the show last night to get them.
He was the choreographer.
And you know what was cool is the entire lobby of the hotel got into it as well. They had a pretty big audience watching them perform. Yeah, no, but not
they
really
gave
embarrassed.
It was a good effort.
They weren't embarrassed at all.
They gave a good effort.
You know, when it's half the team that's dressed up, if it was 2 or 3 guys, it might be a little bit more difficult.
Right.
I would imagine. Did you have to do something like that?
I did.
What did you dress as?
Well, I don't think we're allowed to say it anymore.
Okay. They probably don't.
But it was at Wrigley.
Times have changed.
Yes, it was at Wrigley Field.
Okay.
And I had to walk out, where we get the buses there at Wrigley Field. You're out amongst the people.
Yes, you are.
And I had to walk out in my outfit and get on the plane in that way, and it was very uncomfortable.
I hope there's some pictures. You know what? The guys had a good time last night. It was good to see. Hopefully it translates into a good baseball game tonight from the Phils. Here is tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Odubel Herrera will lead off, followed by Freddie Galvis and Nick Williams. Rhys Hoskins will play first base and bat 4th. Aaron Altair, Franco, and Crawford. Cameron Rupp doing the catching tonight. He'll bat 8th. And Henderson Alvarez will be on the mound for the Phils, and they will face the right-hander Julio Teheran, who is making his 31st start of the season. He is 11-12 with an ERA of 4.52. And Ben, you talked about it a little bit at the top of the program. This is a guy that's certainly had very good success in the big leagues, but he struggled a bit, especially here at home this season.
He struggled a lot here at home. In the 16 starts this season, he's got a 6.23 ERA here at SunTrust Field.
Well, hopefully the Phils can add to that tonight, because bats were pretty quiet last night. So you take a look at the scouting report for Teheran.
Yeah, 4 pitches, not that overpowering fastball like he had when he first came up, but still has good finish on that fastball, and he's found his slider again. So that's something I think the Phillies hitters will have to take notice of tonight.
I mentioned this in the open, 1-9 to start the season here at SunTrust Park. So the keys to the game brought to you by Nissan.
Cut back on the swings.
Yep.
Some very hard, aggressive swings last night, and take your hits the other way. And Henderson Alvarez, keep their center fielder Ender Inciarte off the bases. Easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. He can do a little bit of everything. What a solid player he has become early in his career. Odubel Herrera will lead it off for the Phils. He had a rough night last night. He had hit safely in all 13 games that he had faced the Braves until last night. Sends that one right back to the mound. An easy play for Julio Teheran. So 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the first.
We saw that's the way Odubel was attacked last evening. Everything away, away, away. Odubel didn't make the adjustment last night. Not off to a good start tonight either.
So that'll bring up Freddie Galvis. Galvis batting .255 with 12 home runs and 61 RBIs. 1 for 4 last night. First pitch to Galvis is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Misses again. 2-0 to Freddie Galvis. Well, today's lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Lisa Harvey from Runnymede, New Jersey. If the Phillies hit a home run in the game, Lisa will win $200. McDonald's, enjoy a cold soft drink or freshly brewed hot coffee for only $1. I'm loving it.
Good luck, Lisa.
Let's see if the Phils could leave the ballpark tonight. Did not see one last night. 2-1 pitch to Galvis is grounded foul. Count is even 2-2 to Freddie Galvis. Down straight back. The count remains 2-2.
And that's that good finish on the fastball for Tehran. It just doesn't get to the catcher's mitt. It goes through it. It just has strong finish to it.
2-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. Which is why it was surprising that he struggled as much as he did. Take a look at tonight's weather. 86 degrees. Feels a lot cooler than that. At this
Beautiful.
point, it is. It's perfect.
Apparently it was very hot at home today. Very hot.
2-2 pitch. Fouled again. The umpires for tonight's game behind home plate. Crew chief Larry Vanover. Stu Shorwater down at first. David Rackley at second. And Alfonso Marquez, who had the plate last night, over there at third. Another foul ball for Freddie Galvis.
Exactly what the Phillies need after the one pitch, one out to Odubel Herrera. It's nice to see Tehran have to throw a couple pitches here.
Tehran gets his sign from Flowers. 2-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. 3-2. Swung on, hit center field. Going back on it is Inciarte, and he'll have room and make the catch. 2 outs. So a good at bat by Freddie Galvis. 2 outs here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Nick Williams. Williams batting .289 with 11 home runs, 52 RBIs. He had both RBIs in last night's game. Takes that one a bit inside and low for a ball. It's 1-0.
Nice to see him get a couple more hits off lefties as he did last night. Newcomb and Freeman.
Now back. It's 1-1.
I got that song stuck in my head. Just keep singing it.
Grace Lightning, dude.
Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch. And that is a line drive into left field, and that'll be a base hit. Williams will round first and then head on back. And it'll be a 2-out single for Nick Williams here in the first.
Nick got my keys to the game.
He did. Take it the other way.
That's it.
So that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. 285 with 18 home runs. As you take a look at Williams.
Means your swing's on the right plane. You get a pitch on the inside corner, staying inside it and still barrel it and hit it the other way. A good sign.
So Williams will take his lead off of first as Hoskins steps in. First pitch misses. It's 1-0 to Rhys Hoskins. The 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike. It's 1-1.
That chest protector. Oh, that's good looking.
I knew you'd like that. 1-1 pitch. Check swing. No swing. So it's 2-1 to Rhys Hoskins.
I mean, could it be any better? You got the stars and stripes and the best color on the planet, camo.
I wonder if he designed that himself.
It is. That's his.
Yeah, that is, right?
Yeah.
That's his company.
That is awesome.
It is kind of cool. Well, Christmas is coming, Ben. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Ron gets his sign from Flowers. Williams leads off first. 2-2 pitch. Now back. It remains 2-2. So the Phillies making Tehran work in this first inning. Next pitch will be number 20. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit well in center field. Inciarte going back, and he is not going to get it. One hops off the wall. Rounding third and coming home is Nick Williams. Here comes the throw to the plate. Not in time. Good base running by Hoskins. He moves up to third on the throw. So Rhys Hoskins with a double and an RBI here in the first. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead.
You see Tyler Flowers getting rid of that baseball. He had to because now it's square. Ball is hit so hard. I mean, this ball is just blistered over Inciarte's head. And the good thing about it is it short hops. See crazy legs. Nick Williams coming around third base.
You know, Albies got that relay throw and then kind of took his time.
Yeah. Boy, he can run.
I don't know that they would have had him anyway, but
he can run. But I was hoping that ball would either short hop or take a long hop. I didn't want it to land on the front part of that warning track and have a possible ground rule double. Nick wouldn't have scored.
Well, that'll bring up Aaron Altair, the runner on third and 2 outs. Let's get another one, Phils. Altair batting .276, 19 home runs. Swings through that one. It's 1-1 now to Aaron Altair. So Phil's turning the table on the Braves, scoring first in this one. Catches the outside corner, 1-2 to Altair.
Hey, Ron, really just pretty much just using that fastball right now.
Hoskins leads off third. That one's in the dirt. It's 2-2 now to Altair.
Finally goes to that slider. Good play there by Flowers.
Altair's back in there. See, Tehran's given up his fair share of first inning runs so far this season. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got it. So Altair goes down swinging, but not before the Phils able to get on the board first. Rhys Hoskins with a double and an RBI, and we'll head to the bottom of the first. Phils up by 1. they head to the bottom of the first. And tonight's starting Braves lineup is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Inciarte leading field, followed by Ozzie Albies, Nick Markakis, and Tyler Flowers doing the catching. Matt Adams is over there at first. Dansby Swanson, Rio Ruiz at third, and Jace Peterson out in left field, batting ninth and pitching Julio Teheran. And they will face Henderson Alvarez, making his second start in a Phillies uniform. Lost the first game with an ERA of 7.20, but certainly, Ben, there were some good things in that outing that, well, that you can look to and hopefully build on tonight.
I liked what I saw. Keeps the ball down. That good finish on his fastball as well. 4 pitches. Overall numbers against the Braves not real good. 1-4 with a 5.70 ERA, but that fastball coming back from arm issues, still about 92.
That shoulder problem that kept him out of baseball all of last season and most of this season. So he's still working his way back. First pitch to Inciarte is on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's a BP fastball there at 84.
There you see the numbers for Inciarte. He's been real good this season. Good against the Phils as well. He didn't like that call. So 0-2 quickly to Ender Inciarte.
He gets that one all night. Could be a good night for the fighting Phils. I don't think Larry Vanover is too excited about Inciarte right now.
They had themselves a little bit of a conversation about that pitch. The 0-2 pitch is ground ball right back to Alvarez, and an easy play. So 1-3 goes the put out, just the way the top of the first started. Inciarte headed back to the dugout, miffed at the home plate umpire Larry Vanover.
But I believe if you ask the players, the hitters on both sides, for the first 2 pitches here of our pitch cast presented by Mazda, they're all strikes.
Well, it's pretty close anyway. Certainly not a foot outside as Ender Inciarte was kind of gesturing. So, well, that'll bring up Ozzie Albies, and Albies takes the first pitch over the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. He swings through that quickly. 0-2 to Albies. Batting .282 with 4 home runs, 23 RBIs this season. Has been really good this past month after a slow start. And that one just misses upstairs. It's 1-2. Well, tonight's game is also available in Spanish. Just use the SAP button on your television or change the language through the menu on your cable box. Fouled out of play down the left field line. Count remains 1-2 to Albies. You see Ben Lively, last night's starter, allowed the 5 runs in the first inning before recording an out. And he got another one in the second. Then, as you pointed out, settled down after that. Albies fouls that one out of play. Remains 1-2. I thought his comments after last night's game were interesting. You know, obviously he knew he didn't have his best stuff early and was trying to find that fastball command and could not find it. Pete McCannon made it a point to say, you know what, at some point you got to mix in some of your other pitches because they were just sitting on a fastball. So it was a learning experience for both him and for Jorge Alfaro, who was behind the plate. But he said, hey, I got one more start, and that's what I'm looking forward to now. So check swing, the looper into left field. In comes Aaron Altair, and he makes the catch. So Altair leaves his feet, makes the catch for the second out.
So graceful. Even when he dives, he's graceful. Yeah. I mean, how do you do that? Seriously.
He lands softly.
He does.
He's a huge man who just lands very softly.
He is a gifted athlete, that's for sure.
Really nice play. Got a tip of the cap from Henderson Alvarez. And that's the second out here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Nick Markakis. Markakis 1 for 3 last night. Doubled, knocked in the first runs of the ball game.
We talked a little bit about one of the most underrated players in all of baseball.
Yep.
This is his 12th season. He has averaged 170 hits a season. 170. And he's just not a household name.
For whatever reason. I mean, he was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
You know, he was obviously a noted prospect when he was working his way through the organization, drafted by the Orioles. And he hits that one into left field, and that one's going to fall in front of Aaron Altair. So another hit for Nick Markakis.
2044 and counting.
And he is a 2-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. But you're right. You know, when you talk about the best offensive players in baseball, you know, most people aren't going to mention Nick Markakis in the first 10, 15, 20 guys when you're talking about them. And you know what? He deserves to be in the conversation.
And it's probably because he's never been a huge home run guy.
Well, it'll bring up Tyler Flowers. Gets the start behind the plate tonight. First pitch to Flowers is over for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, tough leg.
Yeah.
Kurt Suzuki, 2 home runs last night. Can't find himself in the lineup this evening.
No, but he did find himself the bearer of a new contract.
Yes, he did.
The Braves signed him to a 1-year deal today, $3.5 million for next year. So not playing tonight, but probably feeling pretty good about things. Said before the game that he wanted to stay here in Atlanta. His family wanted to stay in Atlanta, and the Braves expressed some interest. They got it done pretty quickly. And he is locked up for 2018.
Say that's pretty much a bargain.
The 0-2 pitch outside for a ball, 1-2.
And this catching tandem that they have combined 29 home runs.
Yeah.
Flowers with 11, Suzuki with 18.
And they hit for average. I mean, Flowers batting .283 this season.
They're both steady behind the dish.
The 1-2 pitch. Line drive just out of the reach of Freddie Galvis and into left field for a base hit. So back-to-back singles to left. The Braves have 2 on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. There you see the Braves catchers and their ranks in terms of average. Major League Baseball 4th and on-base percentage 2nd. So that's a pretty good tandem.
Sure is.
And they split duties too. I mean, it's pretty much a platoon situation. So Matt Adams will be the batter. Adams 271. Didn't start in yesterday's contest. Getting the start at first base in place of Freddie Freeman tonight. First pitch to Adams is over for a strike. Just misses low. 1-1 now to Adams. Adams playing in place of Freeman tonight. We understand that Freeman a little bit under the weather and probably not available for tonight's game. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on. Hit well to left center field. Going back on it is Odubel Herrera up against the wall, and he makes the catch. Tracking it down is Odubel Herrera, helping out his pitcher. Nice play by the center fielder for the Phils, and that's the final out of the first inning. So Odubel Herrera flashing a little leather early in this game, and he keeps the score right where it is through 1. Phillies with a 1-0 lead. head back home to finish up 2017, the second to last series of the season, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Washington Nationals. All those games at 7:05. Come on the air at 7 o'clock. You can visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets. Final week of the season. Phils with the 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. And how about that catch to end the bottom of the first?
Just take a look at how far he has to run. Off the bat, Murph, I didn't think he was going to get there, but he had to go an awful long way.
He has made some terrific plays out there in center field. We're probably watching the two best defensive center fielders in the National League.
I agree.
In this game. Maikel Franco will step in, and it's now on foul into the Phillies dugout. Evens up the count 1-1. Franco did not start last night. Batting .229 with 20 home runs and 69 RBIs so far this season for Maikel Franco. Fouls that one at the plate. It's 1-2. One-two pitch upstairs, 2-2 to Maikel Franco. It's that one down the right field line. Markakis going over and in fair territory makes the catch for the first out. Lazy fly ball to right. Franco records an out, and that'll bring up J.P. Crawford. For playing second base tonight. Cesar Hernandez gets the nat off. You see Cesar.
Cesar just 3 for 28 off Julio Teheran.
Yep, that's part of the reason.
3 for 28.
So he'll sit back and watch. Wouldn't be surprised if you see him later in the game. He walked 3 times last night. Also had a double in last night's game. Crawford steps in, takes that first pitch a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0. Just misses outside. 3-0 quickly to J.P. Crawford. Cameron Rupp waits on deck for the Phils. Taking all the way, takes that one over for a strike. It's 3-1. Down the left field line, giving chase is Peterson, and that one's going to drop in for a hit. Perfectly placed, and that'll be a base hit for J.P. Crawford. Peterson had no chance at that one. A wedge shot down the line.
A little long dart to left.
Well, October 2nd, the home of the authentic fan, CSN, will become NBC Sports Philadelphia, powered by Xfinity. All the games you can't miss with the teams you love, right here, just with the new name. NBC Sports Philadelphia, powered by Xfinity, coming your way on October the 2nd. When we get back on the air, spring training in mid-February next year, we will be NBC Sports Philadelphia. Cameron Rupp steps in.
See his struggles against the Braves this season, but very good numbers against Julio Teheran. 10 for 28. It's a .357 mark.
Takes that one outside. So it's 2-0 to Cameron Rupp. Yeah, talking to Pete McCannon last night, he told us last night he was going to start Cameron Rupp today for that very reason. Good numbers against Julio Teheran. It's called. Cameron steps out. Quick throw over, and just getting back is J.P. Crawford. Were you surprised that Cameron Rupp was the one that was kind of orchestrating things last night for the Grease Lightning?
No. I mean, I think he's kind of.
That's his thing.
That is his thing. He's taking that role over, I'd say.
2-0 pitch. Over for a strike. It's 2-1.
I mean, on this team, though, I mean, Cameron's just a couple years in the big leagues. I mean, he basically is a veteran presence.
Yeah. I mentioned Clay Buchholz was one of the guys that, or one of the main guys that kind of put that all together as well. But he doesn't travel with the team because he is hurt, so he wasn't here in Atlanta. He'll be proud of Cameron for getting the boys together.
It just shocked me. I mean, I was in there with you, but Rhys Hoskins and Mark Leiter Jr. two I'd say the most subdued guys on the team.
Yeah.
Great guys, but kind of subdued and laid back, and they were really getting into that performance.
3-1 pitch. Big swing and fouled at the plate. It's 3-2. Agreed. And you know, if you watch the video closely, which I did about 3 or 4 times today, J.P. Crawford also very into it, and Tommy Joseph was hanging out in the middle, but he was getting down too.
Tommy, not a rookie. I think he more or less did it to appease his good friend Cameron Rupp.
I think you're right. 3-2 pitch. Runners going, line drive or one hopper right back to the mound, and that's going to be an easy 1-4-3 double play. Cameron hit it hard, but nice play by Julio Teheran on the sharp comebacker, able to turn the double play. We saw one of those last night. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Phil's up by 1. Well, our State Farm double play, you just saw it. Cameron Rupp.
It's a hot shot off the bat of Cameron Rupp. Teheran to Ozzie Albies. He knows he has a ton of time. And that hard hit smash by Cameron Rupp goes 1 to 4 to 3. Inning ending, pitcher's best friend, double play. That is your State Farm double play. State Farm, here to help life go right.
Well, it didn't actually go right for Cameron Rupp at that point. But that's almost an identical double play to the one we saw last night in the first inning against the Phils. So Dansby Swanson will lead it off for the Braves here in the bottom of the second. Swanson batting .230, which is exactly what he's batting in the month of September as well. 6 home runs, 46 RBIs overall.
His alma mater had a tough time today on the gridiron. Vanderbilt versus Alabama.
It's a little lopsided matchup in the SEC. A little bit low for a ball, 2-0.
Pitchers were coming off the field and So Adam Morgan, I said, man, I can't believe the Commodores are taking it to your boys from Alabama. He's like, yeah, right.
He didn't even buy it.
He didn't even buy
Not
it.
for a second. Check swing back to Henderson Alvarez, who bobbles it for a second, but has plenty of time as Dansby Swanson didn't even really get out of the box. So another quick out for the Phils to start off the top of the bottom of the second inning. Is that 4 comebackers already?
Yeah.
So that'll bring up Rio Ruiz. Made his debut just about this time last year for the Braves. Hitting .203, 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. Alvarez working quickly. First pitch is low for a ball, 1-0.
I do enjoy the pace at which Henderson Alvarez pitches.
Yeah, both guys getting the ball and throwing it, which is nice to see. Over for a strike, 1-1. We saw that last night too, which is, it's always good to see.
Yeah.
Foul out of play. It's 1-2 now to Ruiz.
You see Sean Newcomb, 5 1/3 last night, just gave up 2 runs.
You said afterwards you really liked his stuff.
I do. Ball comes out of his hand nicely. Good off-speed pitches. He's 24, 6'5". He's left-handed.
He's got a lot going for him.
Yes, he does.
The Braves have a pretty good young nucleus of players. They still need have some holes to fill for sure. But that one is fouled at the plate. Remains 2-2. Ruiz got his first major league hit off the Phils last year. It was a triple. Series late in September last year. Takes that one over for a called 3rd strike. He knew it right away. He didn't need Larry Venn over to tell him. That's the first strikeout for Henderson Alvarez. Well, we were talking about the young guys on the roster for the Atlanta Braves. This is what Brian Snitker had to say yesterday. He says it's going to get better because the guys are going to have another year under their belt. Some of the guys aren't going to have a full year under their belt. They're going to have games under that belt. So they're going to start the next year with a core group that's not going to be awed. They're going to have had some experience. And you know what? That could be Pete Buchanan saying that as well.
Absolutely.
You see the record last year for the Braves, so already better this season, and with 9 games to play, you'd think they'd add a couple more wins to that.
No one really sure if Brian Snitker will be back next year as the skipper. They did meet today. Snitker did with the Atlanta Braves brass. I don't know what came of that meeting.
He probably does. Don't you think?
I would think so.
Perhaps they told them which direction they were going to head. Asked them to keep it, because earlier this morning I saw that they were going to be meeting, and I thought, all right, maybe we would hear something, but no report came out. Count is 3-1 to Jace Peterson. And that one's on the inside corner, so 3-2 now to Peterson. There's some speculation that maybe Ron Washington would take over for Snitker if they decided to move him out of that role. I think the thought process is that Snitker, even if he's not going to manage the team next year, is still going to be part of this Braves organization. Right. He has been forever. He's very well respected and beloved in the Braves organization, so he would be around. But Ron Washington, the managerial experience he had down in Texas.
Brian Snitker, very laid back.
Yes.
Extremely.
And that one misses inside for a ball, so he walks him. First walk issued by Henderson Alvarez. And that'll bring up Julio Teheran with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Teheran, not much of a hitter, just 8 hits this season and 52 at bats. His first pitch swinging, ground ball to shortstop. Galvis, and records the final out. So 1 walk in the inning, 1 guy left on base, but the Phils able to work around that. We'll head to the top of the 3rd. They have a 1-0 lead. Log on to Phillies.com, go to the fans section for all the information, and please submit your answer on the subject line. Ben, the question is, I'll tell you, this was an easy one. Who's the only person to play in both the Super Bowl and a World Series? The answer will be revealed later in this game. John DeSango taking it easy on you.
Sure is.
I do not think you'll need the help of the World Wide Web to answer that question. Or your brother Glenn, as Tom would say.
My thanks to the production cavity.
Do you have a pretty good idea of the answer to that?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Julio Teheran back out on the hill for the Braves, and he'll face his counterpart Henderson Alvarez, who will lead it off. Alvarez just 0 for 2 this year, just 2 plate appearances in the first game that he pitched. Nothing to show for it. It'll be Alvarez and then the top of the order for the Phillies. That was the first one out of play, so 0-1 to Henderson Alvarez. Ground ball to the left side. Ruiz is up with it. And that's the first out of the inning. So Henderson Alvarez goes down 5-3 on the putout. MLB.com at Bat is your #1 mobile app for live Phillies baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get the Phillies home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at Bat today. I was using that today when we were having lunch.
Yes, you were. I think the guy thought it was a little strange that we had the same shirt on and ordered the same lunch.
Perhaps.
It was a heck of a chicken sandwich, though.
Yeah, it was. Odubel Herrera is the batter. He grounded out on 1 pitch. Back to Teheran in the first. Takes that one over for a strike. It's 1-1. I mentioned Herrera did not have a whole lot of success last night. Kind of looked a little bit lost at the plate. He had hit in all 13 games against the Braves this year. He was batting .500 coming into last night's game here at SunTrust Park, 12 for 24. And he had also hit in 16 straight in general against the Braves going back to last season, but all of that ended last night. Now he's behind in the count 1-2.
Yeah, the swings he had last night were very similar to the swings he was having back in May.
And there's another one as he swings through that. And it's a strikeout. Google Herrera goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Julio Teheran.
There's indecisive, and then there's that.
It's really kind of odd sometimes the way he falls into these funks, because he was as hot as any hitter in baseball for a while there. Well, Freddie Galvis will step in. He had a 9-pitch at bat in his first attempt of the evening that ended in a fly ball to center field. Takes that first pitch over for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Freddie Galvis. I think he thought that was.
I can't tell if that's a backdoor slider or just a changeup that cut a little bit. That's a slider. Actually, that was a curveball.
Back foot of Freddie Galvis. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Albies has it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phils here in the top of the third. Unable to get anything going against Julio Teheran here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Phils with a 1-0 lead. Ford store. Check out every new Ford, car, truck, and SUV crossover at buyfordnow.com today. And by Jefferson Health. Call 1-800-JEF-NOW or visit jeffersonhealth.org. Bottom of the third here at SunTrust Park. 1 run for the Phils on 3 hits. No runs for the Braves on 2 hits. See a lot of pink in the ballpark here tonight, and that's by design. Calling it the Pink Out the Park tonight. It's their final home series here in Atlanta, and so for Breast Cancer Awareness Night, which is tonight, there's lots of pink in the ballpark. They had a really cool ceremony before the game as well, with a lot of breast cancer survivors.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. Ender Inciarte leads it off. He takes the first 2 pitches inside and low for a ball. So 2-0 to Ender Inciarte. He grounded back to the pitcher in his first at bat. Swings and fouls that one out of play. It's 2-1. You see his 193 hits. 10th best Braves franchise history. It's that one a little bit low as well. It's 3-1.
If he does get to it, he'd be the first one since Marquise Grissom back in 1996. He had 207 hits. Did Marquise? Well, he was a tough out.
Swings at that one, lofts it in the left field. Aaron Altherr doesn't have to move very far. He makes the catch. One away here in the bottom of the third.
It's amazing though when you hear a name, like the first thought that pops in your mind. Honestly, think of Marquise Grissom, and immediately I think R161 because that was the model he used. It was an R161. He always used a black bat, and he put a ton of rosin. So it was like black handle, and then all this white from the rosin, and then the black head. But isn't it weird like how you associate certain things? Because I used to always look at that eephus pitch.
Yeah.
53 miles per hour.
And it works. It's over for a strike. It's 0-1.
But I used to always pick up the guys' bats, see what models they used.
Well, the first thing I think of when I think of Marquise Grissom is just speed. I mean, that's what popped into my head was.
Excellent player.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. Squares around the bunt. Fouls it back. Does Ozzie Albies.
First pitch 53 or next pitch 92.
It's one heck of a changeup. Alvarez has his sign from Cameron Rupp. 1-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. 2-2. Swings at that one and lofts it into shallow right field. Here comes Nick Williams, who will close the ground quickly and make the catch. 2 outs here in the third. Well, some upcoming events at Citizens Bank Park. It's the perfect place to host your next social, fundraising, or corporate event any time of the year. You can choose between spaces such as the Diamond Club, Executive Dining Room, Hall of Fame Club with free parking and on-site catering. Add a Fanatic visit or a ballpark tour to make your event even more special. Visit Phillies.com/special events or call 215-218-5100 for more information. Citizens Bank Park, a beautiful place to have an event. It's a great backdrop. Nick Markakis is the batter. Markakis singled back in the first. It's 1-1 to Nick Markakis. Low and outside for a ball. 2-1 now.
He is consistent getting that pitch down and away to these lefties.
It's good to see.
Sure is.
He's lofted into left center field. Aaron Altherr says he has it, and he does. So 3 fly ball outs here in the top of the third as the Braves go, or excuse me, bottom of the third as the Braves go down 1-2-3. We're going to head to the fourth. Phillies with a 1-0 lead over Atlanta. Magnets, only Fire King safes are mag proof, and now we're up to 70% off at WBMason.com and any of our What a Bargain locations. Who but WB Mason? Did you know that, Ben?
I did not know that.
Now you do. Top of the fourth, Phils with a 1-0 lead. They pushed a run across in the first inning. Both pitchers have done a nice job so far tonight, though. Nick Williams 1 for 1. He scored the only Phillies run back in the first. He steps in against Julio Teheran. How about this? Since 1920, which is when they started keeping track of RBIs, Rhys Hoskins and Nick Williams are the first pair of Phillies rookies to collect 20 or more RBIs in the month. In the month of September, they've done that. Fouled back. It's 0-2 to Williams. It's a long time.
It is a long time.
You see Hoskins, who collected another RBI tonight, waiting on deck. Count is 0-2 to Nick Williams. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off the front of the Braves dugout.
You might see Teheran try and climb the ladder here. Tried to back foot that one. It's a pitch that Nick has struggled with, especially with a couple strikes. There's the target.
Now it's way upstairs and outside. Finds the bricks behind the plate. It's 1-2 now to Nick Williams.
That's what you call a non-competitive pitch.
Trying again. Fastball, and Williams lines that one to left field, and coming in to make the catch is Peterson. Was dipping quickly, but Peterson goes down to the knees to make the catch. He's put a good swing on it. That's the first out here in the top of the fourth.
Peterson just doesn't know how to play this. He thinks it's going to stay up, and it started to sink. He figured, well, I better go into a kind of a slide slash tumble to catch that one.
Whatever works. So that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins, who doubled in his only plate appearance and drove in the run. 46 RBIs now, 18 home runs for Hoskins, who has that average back up to 290. First pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1.
I finally remembered to ask Rhys today. So we had a conversation last time I was working in Philly when I was in the booth about a birch bat.
Okay.
Birch and maple are the two types of wood that he uses. He said the birch gets harder the more you use it. He said it just gets more condensed. He said, but the key to that is that when you hit with it, this ball's bounced out to Swanson on Adams at first base. As the more you use it, the more condensed it gets and the harder it gets. He said, but you should always try and hold it in the same position so you're hitting it on the barrel at the same spot. I did not know that about birch wood.
Not a whole lot of guys using birch when you played.
No. First time I used birch bat, we were in Texas, and Brett Boone had a birch bat. And I remember I put it over my knee. You could literally bend it. It was very pliable. But these guys now, they love it.
Aaron Altair steps in and swings through the first pitch from Julio Teheran. 0-1 to Altair. He struck out his first at bat. Well, whatever bat Rhys Hoskins is using, it's working.
Yes, it is.
Another big swing and a miss.
Aaron just not seeing this fastball tonight off Tehran. He struck out his first at bat on a heater. And he's peppered a couple more in there to get it 0-2.
And on the outside corner for a called third strike. Altair knew it. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Phils up 1-0. Toyota. Find your favorite model today. Toyota. Let's go places. And by McDonald's. Enjoy a cold soft drink or freshly brewed hot coffee for only $1. I'm loving it. Phils are loving a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Alvarez has been good so far tonight for the Phillies. Second start in a Phillies uniform up here in the big leagues. He is certainly an interesting story. Mentioned missed all of last season with the shoulder injury and started to work himself back, and will be part of the conversation, you would think, in the offseason and early next season, perhaps, battling for a spot in the Phil's rotation.
He definitely has changed speeds effectively this evening. He's even changed his speeds on his fastball. Throw it at 88 to 93.
Flowers delivers that one into left field for a base hit. So the third hit for the Braves. It's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fourth. That'll bring up Matt Adams, who flew out to center field on a really nice play by Odubel Herrera back in the first inning.
Matt Adams with great numbers against the Phils, and I thought he was going to add to that his first at bat.
Yeah. Odubel had to go a long way. Make that catch. First pitch to Adams is a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0.
Coming into tonight, Adams hitting .344 against the Phillies with 5 homers.
He has certainly made the most of his opportunity with the Atlanta Braves this season. Swings and pops that one to left field. Aaron Altair going back, and he's going to have room at the warning track. He makes the catch, and that'll be the first out. So Adams gave it a ride, but Altair able to make the catch. 1 down. Tyler Flowers heads back to first. Dansby Swanson will be the batter.
Adams has about 775 feet worth of outs tonight.
Yes, he does. It swings so easy, and it travels so far. Big, strong man.
Yep.
Swanson grounded back to Henderson Alvarez in his first at bat. Adams is lamenting his 775 feet of outs. First pitch to Swanson, and he drops that one into right field in front of Nick Williams for a base hit. Flowers will go to third. Here comes the throw to third. It's cut off. Throw back to first. And Swanson is safe as well. So runners on the corners for the Braves with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
That is the reason you hit your cutoff man. Nice play by Nick Williams just to get it chest high. If he airmails Freddie Galvis there, Dansby Swanson's standing on second base.
Double play still in order.
Exactly right. See the ball slicing away from Nick. Takes a weird hop, actually bounces back to Nick. But he comes up firing, hits Freddie Galvis right in the chest. But if he airmails him, without a doubt, Swanson goes to second.
Instead, runners on the corners for Rio Ruiz, who struck out in his first at bat. First pitch, and he swings through that one. We'll check on it. Yeah, he went. And swing and a miss by Ruiz, so 0-1. The Braves' third baseman. Throw over. Swanson gets back. Ground ball. Hoskins coming home with it, and now they're going to get Flowers caught in a rundown. They will make the out there, but both runners able to advance. So nice job by Flowers to stay in that rundown until both Ruiz and Swanson could move up to second and third. But 2 outs now for the Phils. There's no way Hoskins was turning 2 on that.
No.
The only play was to come home. 3-2-5-3 goes the put out.
Gets out and smothers this ball to Reese. It's a nice easy throw. What you want to do? Get Flowers running full steam. That's exactly what they did. The runners do advance to second and third.
Yeah, it was good base running by both Ruiz and Swanson to get to second and third. But Anderson Alvarez can see his way through that. As he can see himself through the inning. They walk Jace Peterson to get to Julio Teheran. So base is loaded now as Peterson makes his way down to first. Teheran grounded out to shortstop in his only at bat. First pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1 to Teheran. Alvarez from the stretch. That's fouled over the Braves dugout. It's 0-2 now to Teheran. Down the signs. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball at the shortstop. Freddie Galvis has it. He'll go across the diamond to first. Rhys Hoskins picks it out and makes the final out. So Hoskins had to pull it out of the dirt, but Phil's able to work around some trouble. Braves lead them loaded. We'll head to the top of the fifth. Trust Park. Phillies scored their run in the first inning and hold on ever since. Now it's time for the deeper coverage of baseball, brought to you by T-Mobile. And some news out of Kansas City. Dedio saying that yeah, there's no doubt he's coming back to manage the Royals next season. He has 1 year left on his contract. I guess there was some conversation whether or not he would move on. He said, nope, I love this organization. I want to be here as we continue to put the pieces together for another championship run. And speaking of championship runs, the New York Yankees have clinched a playoff spot. They are back in the postseason. Sonny Gray pitched well today, and Greg Bird hit a 3-run home run as they beat the Blue Jays 5-1. Their magic number was 1 to get into the postseason. So the New York Yankees back in October. That is your deeper coverage of baseball presented by T-Mobile. 1-0 here as Maikel Franco steps in. Flew out to right field and is only at bat. He swings at the first pitch, grounds that one to third base. Ruiz had it at first, and then he bobbles it, and Franco will be safe. Score that a base hit. So Franco was a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. It was going to be a tough play for Ruiz, even if he didn't field it cleanly.
Sure was. But that ball bounced the second time. It kicked up more top spin, and just it's a tough one to play.
Yeah, he was going to be deep in the third base hole too, by the bag.
This is the hop right here. Just has that extra top spin on it. Now, Maikel doesn't run great, but it still would have been a close play if he came up with it cleanly.
So J.P. Crawford is the batter for the Phils, and he takes the first pitch a little bit low for a ball. It's 1-0 to Crawford. And a base hit in his only at bat back in the 2nd. Fouls that one out of play. It's 1-1 to J.P. Crawford. Franco has a short lead off first. He's not really a threat to go anywhere. 1-1 pitch outside for a ball. 2-1. Outside corner for a strike. It's 2-2. Harry Vanover's been consistent giving that outside pitch all night long.
Yes, he has.
Both pitchers.
All the players ask.
Although they still look annoyed.
True.
That one just misses. Full count to J.P. Crawford.
Good backdoor slider there.
Cameron Rupp waits on deck. That one is fouled out of play, so we'll do it again. Maikel Franco was not going anywhere. Next pitch for Tehran will be number 70. We're here in the top of the 5th. Inside for a ball, so he walks him. So the Phillies have their first 2 base runners on. Treat your Philadelphia high school, college, or graduate student to a 2 student steal tickets plus 2 Fanatic Dangle hats package for $45. Each ticket includes the first Jawin' on Us from Ashburn Alley, which includes Chickies and Pete's Crab Fries, Tony Luke's, and much more. Deal is good for all the games in September. That's 6 left. It's a perfect back-to-school gift for your child. Visit Phillies.com/care package to order now. There's the Dangle hat. Right? It is that.
It travels well.
It does. Runners at first and second for the Phils. Cameron Rupp will be the batter. He grounded into a 1-4-3 double play in his first at bat. Franco leads off second, Crawford off first. First pitch is inside to Cameron Rupp. Did he swing? No. Says Stu Shorewater down there at first. Ground ball, third base. It's going to be a tough play for Ruiz. He's going to go across the diamond. One hot pick by Matt Adams down there at first. So they get Cameron Rupp at first. Both runners advance to second and third. So Cameron gets the job done, moving up the runners. Less than 2 outs.
I guess his foot did stay on the bag.
Yeah, Cameron's wondering if it did or not. Take a look. From here, it looked like it did.
I don't know if his foot stayed on the bag, or did he have possession?
Out.
Yep.
He is. So trots on in. So that's the first out of the inning.
Excellent play by Adams. Excellent play on that long hop. Best thing that happened for Adams was that ball stayed in the grass and not the dirt. If it hits that dirt, you never know where it's going to go. Right. It could bounce up high, it could stay low, but on the grass, you know you're going to get a true bounce.
Well, Henderson Alvarez will be the batter. Braves will bring the infield in. He's in at the corners, about halfway in the middle. And first pitch. Big swing and a miss by Alvarez.
So he goes no batting gloves his first at bat. This at bat he goes just top right-handed batting glove. Does Henderson Alvarez. These pitchers.
It's just trying to figure out what works, as time is called.
Maybe he goes to the batting glove with runners in scoring position.
Perhaps that's his thing.
When he puts that one glove on, you know he means business.
That's right. And he swings through that one, but it gets away from Flowers. Here comes Maikel Franco, safe at home plate. So Franco, a nice piece of base running, saw that went through, and the throw not in time with Julio Teheran covering. So Phillies get one here in the 5th inning.
It's going to be a pass ball on Tyler Flowers here. He just boxes it.
Yeah. Ball was running in, and Alvarez took a big swing at it, but yeah, Flowers has to make that play. That's the 9th pass ball by Tyler Flowers this year, and it results in a run for the Phils. J.P. Crawford moved up to third as well, so with 1 out. Runner on third now.
0-2 count here.
That one's outside. 1-2 now to Henderson Alvarez. It's a little bit of a break for the Phils. It's all about the glove.
That's right.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he got him. So Alvarez is a strikeout victim. 4th strikeout for Julio Teheran. With 2 outs, Cesar Hernandez will, or excuse me, Odubel Herrera will step to the plate.
Give Alvarez credit. It didn't look pretty, but at least he swung it hard. There's been some aggression up there.
Let's see if Odubel Herrera can put together a good at bat and maybe give the Phils another run across the plate here in the 5th. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out, strikeout. And he hits that one softly foul. Numbers with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. Not so good. 69. J.P. Crawford's 90 feet away. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play. It's 0-2.
Has he taken a pitch yet in these 2 games?
Dusty having a conversation with Nick Williams and Tommy Joseph. Dusty Wathan. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and popped straight up in the infield. Who wants it? Dansby Swanson takes control and makes the catch for the final out.
But the Phils able to get 1 run across, a couple of hits, a walk, pass ball,
and we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0 Phillies. Minor league report. We're taking a look at the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs season in review. 80-62. They finished in 2nd place in the International League North. That was their 2nd best record in franchise history. They went to the postseason as well. 24 of their players promoted to the Phillies during that season, and they were still able to get to the postseason. Rhys Hoskins, the International League MVP and Rookie of the Year as well. What a year for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. And just saw Dusty down there in the dugout. What a job he did with those guys up in the Lehigh Valley. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the Phillies. Visit citizensbank.com. Top of the order for the Braves, Ender Inciarte. He was 0 for 2 tonight. One of those ephus pitches from Henderson Alvarez. That one does not find the strike zone. It's 1-0. How big of a surprise is that when you're up there? You know, you're used to seeing 90 plus, and then all of a sudden it comes in at 50.
It's the last thing you're looking for.
It's a low pitch. He misses. So 3-0 to Ender Inciarte. One of your keys to the game was to keep this guy off the base paths.
Yes, indeed.
Certainly don't want to issue him a free pass. It's over for a strike. 3-1. Swings at that one, hits it down the right field line, and that's a fair ball. It's going to one-hop into the crowd, and that will be a ground rule double. It was touched by a fan.
Yeah, no one saw you, buddy.
Yeah,
sit down. They won't find out who you are.
You know, that's a bit of a break for Phils because Inciarte runs extremely well. Might have been able to get to third on that. He's going to have to stay at second now. Yeah, he says that was me. I made that bold-handed play.
I'm going to put my sunglasses on so nobody knows who I am.
That's right. Take another look. Definitely not him. Yeah. And he didn't even kill. You know, while he was bobbling that, he figured out that he probably shouldn't be touching it.
I don't
know why the Phillies pitchers continue to try to go in on 3-1 counts. As a hitter, you're looking for something in that you can drive. I mean, there's a certain exception of players that like the ball out over the plate, like a Nolan Arenado, who loves hitting the ball away. But if Inciarte is going to get you, it's going to be to right field.
Inciarte is running, and that's going to be a ball. Anderson Alvarez had started. He saw out of the corner of his eyes Inciarte making his way to third. He stopped. Can't do that. So regardless, Inciarte is over there at third base with nobody out.
This is why you need to keep him off the bases.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going all the way, and there you see. So Ozzie Albies lifts that one down the left field line, and it's going to find the seats.
Now getting back to that point, to get hurt on a 3-1 pitch on the inner half, if he hits a single the other way, so be it. You don't want to walk him, obviously.
Right.
But he's not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark and most likely not hit a ball in the left center field gap for an extra base hit. His power for extra base hits is to the pull side.
Pop straight up and play. 0-2 to Albies. And, you know, we just saw Henderson Alvarez do it, but last night Ben Lively did it. You commented about it, and it's something that we've seen time and time again with some Phillies pitchers. I think it's more of a situation where they're missing their spots, or you
no,
think
I mean Cameron was set up inside.
The 0-2 pitch. The dirt. It's 1-2. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 1-2 to Ozzie Albies. So for 2 tonight. Alvarez found himself in a little bit of trouble in the fourth, but he was able to get through it without any runs being scored. He's in some early trouble here in the fifth. Inciarte leads off third. Nobody out. Foul. Remains 1-2. Strikeout would certainly be welcomed here. Outside. It's played by Cameron Rupp, picking that one out of the dirt. 2-2 now to Albies. Nick Markakis waits on deck for the Braves. That one's a line drive to left field. Coming in hard is Aaron Altherr, makes the catch and makes the throw home, and Ender Inciarte is going to have to go on back to third. Nice play right there by Aaron Altherr. He had all his momentum coming forward, got rid of it quickly, and I know it was almost best case scenario for the Phils.
And doing so on the run.
Yep.
And still able to get a lot on it. See Inciarte getting back. I think he was going back just in case Aaron Altherr had to go into a slide like he did earlier in the ball game. If he goes into a head first slide, that's why Inciarte was tagging up, because Aaron would not have been able to go into a slide, catch the baseball, then get up and make a good throw to home plate.
It was a pretty good catch by Aaron Altherr. So one down here in the bottom of the fifth, and Nick Markakis is the batter. He's 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch to Markakis is low for a ball, 1-0. Well above the National League average is Markakis, getting that runner home from third. Alvarez misses again. 2-0 now to Markakis. Outside, ball 3. Now to Markakis. It's a pretty good crowd here tonight. Again, I cannot get over how quiet they are.
I'll say it again. Extremely subdued.
Yeah. A 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike. 3-1.
I think more than anything, these fans are just happy that it's not 100 degrees this time of the season.
I think you're probably right about that.
Enjoying this beautiful weather. No humidity.
Attendance has been good, obviously, in Atlanta this year with the new ballpark, and it is a beautiful ballpark. Three-one pitch. And he walks it. So Markakis will head down to first, and they'll have runners on the corners with 1 out here in the 5th. In between innings, well, that's when things get raucous here, because that's when the freeze comes to town. And, well, this never gets old. You see that gentleman with a 5-second lead, and you think, there's no way he's going to catch it.
It's like a cheetah closing in on a gazelle.
Braves bullpen is saying, you better go, my man. The freeze is right behind him. And just as they get to right center field, it's all over. You've been frozen. It just hurts my hamstrings to watch.
It sure does.
Tyler Flowers is the batter for the Braves with 1 out. Runners on the corners. First pitch. Flowers is over the outside corner for a strike. Phil's back in double play depth, hoping they can turn 2 and get out of this inning. You see 2 for 2 is Flowers today. Pitch misses low. It's 1-1. This is when you want Tyler to kind of reach out and roll over on one. Rip sets up outside. 1-1 pitch. Time is called.
Wow, it was late.
Sure was. Larry Vanover granting time to Tyler Flowers. So we'll do it again. It's 1-1. Line drive. That's going to be foul. Ooh, hot shot. Ooh, that hit that gentleman in the shoulder. Looks like he's okay.
How did I miss the 2 guys with the gloves?
The gentleman that got hit had a glove on his hand. That's what she's saying. Why did you use the glove, honey?
What the heck did you bring it for if you're not going to use it? Looks to be okay.
Yeah, he does. One-two pitch. Just missed. Oh, called third strike. I was waiting for Larry Vanover. It looked like a strike from here. Larry Vanover waited to punch him out, but punch him out he did. So all good things come to those who wait, Ben. That's the second out of the inning.
Reach back for a little bit extra.
Watch the delayed call.
Right at the bottom. That was a perfect pitch.
Everyone stands up, and then he says, "You're out." So that's 2 outs, and Henderson Alvarez trying to work himself out of a little bit of trouble here in the 5th. Runners on the corners, 2 outs now. And Matt Adams steps in. First pitch to Adams outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Ciarte leads off third. Markakis off first. Big swing and a miss. It's 1-1 now to Adams. 0 for 2 tonight. 2 deep fly balls. One that Odubel Herrera was able to track down. One that Aaron Altair was able to catch up there in left field. Ball foul. Pass Rhys Hoskins at first. So the count is 1-2 now to Matt Adams. .87 pitches for Henderson Alvarez. In the dirt. Cameron Rupp able to keep that in front of him. The runners stayed put.
Excellent play. It's just a fastball that he spikes. Very hard to block a fastball because you're not anticipating, never anticipating a fastball in the dirt.
We just saw the Braves had a pass ball. Phil's able to score a run in the top half of the inning. Cameron Rupp, quick reflexes preventing that there. 2-2 pitch. Going outside for a ball, 3-2.
He gets out of this inning unscathed as Kevin Seager starts to loosen in the Phillies pen. If he gets out of this inning unscathed, he will have earned it. A lot of pitches this inning. Very high leverage situations, obviously with man on third, nobody out.
Well, the next pitch will be number 90 with a full count to Matt Adams. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Rhys Hoskins picks it. Underhand throw to Alvarez, who's covering at first, and he does get out of the inning. What a nice job by Henderson Alvarez working around that leadoff double by Ender Inciarte. And the Braves leave 2 on the base pass. We're headed to the 6th, and the Phils have a 2-0 lead.
Hit his first career grand slam in September of 2015. Aaron Altair did so while circling the bases at Nationals Park. As it turned out, it was an inside the park home run as well. Almost 2 years later, he hits slam number 2. This time the traditional way. But he did it against the best in baseball, handing Clayton Kershaw a loss and his first grand slam allowed in 288 career starts. A grand swing at a grand time. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Well, Henderson Alvarez is getting some handshakes from his pitching coach Bob McClure and his manager Pete McCannon, able to work out of some trouble the last 2 innings. It looks like his night is done. You take a look at his line. 5 innings pitched, allowed 5 hits, 0 runs, 3 walks, and a couple of strikeouts for Henderson Alvarez. Your thoughts, Ben, on what he was able to do tonight?
That was some pitching there. That was some pitching. 27 pitches in that 5th inning, but location, mixed speeds, fastball command was excellent. Absolutely excellent.
It appears the bullpen will take over for the Phils to try to hold on to this lead that they have 2-0 here in the 6th. You see Segrist continuing to warm up in the Phils bullpen. Meanwhile, Freddie Galvis steps in against Julio Teheran, and he swings that one and lofts it down to the left field, but Jace Peterson able to close the gap, make the catch. 1 out. See Tehran's pitch count, 81 total pitches, 7 balls and 54 strikes. He's been good too.
He sure has.
He's got 1 in the 1st, a single by Nick Williams and a double by Hoskins, and then 1 in the 5th. After Franco led off with a base hit, eventually scored on a pass ball. Nick Williams, big swing. He pops that one a mile high over by the Phillies dugout. Looks like Ruiz will have room, and he does. He makes the catch. 2 quick outs for Teheran here in the 6th.
In 3 pitches, 2 outs thus far. We're going to get rid of that ball because it's not good anymore. Only 1 out per ball.
Not very efficient. That's true. So Rhys Hoskins steps in. 1 for 2 tonight. The RBI double back in the 1st for Hoskins. It's been a while since Rhys went up top.
Seriously.
You expect a lot. First pitch over for a strike. Takes that one on the inside corner for a strike. He asked Larry Vanover about it, but it's 0-2 now to Rhys Hoskins. That one's upstairs for a ball, 1-2.
Such a good 0-2 pitch, though. Be able to go up and in like that.
To set up.
It just, I mean, you could double up inside. You could go back away with something soft.
He's coming back in.
Yeah. As a hitter, you're thinking there's no way he's going to come in again.
Big swing and a miss by Hoskins, and he's a strikeout victim. So that's exactly what Julio Teheran does, and an easy inning for him. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. They're up by 2. Your local Chevrolet dealers. By WB Mason. Who but WB Mason for fast, free delivery? Nobody does it better. And by Nissan. Shop ChooseNissan.com. We've arrived in the bottom of the 6th here at SunTrust Park. The Phils with 2 runs across, 4 hits. No runs for the Braves, 5 hits for them. Anderson Alvarez's day is done, and Kevin Segras will be the new pitcher for the Phils, appearing in his 46th game this season. It's 1-1, the ERA of 4.70. Left-hander who joined the Phils a couple weeks ago. Tried to keep this lead right where it is. He will face bottom of the Braves order, Dansby Swanson, Rio Ruiz, and Jace Peterson, 6, 7, 8 for the Braves.
Segras fastball slider. Very good command of the inside part of the plate to righties, down and away to lefties.
It's a bit inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Swanson's 1 for 2. Over for a strike. Breaking ball a little bit low for a ball. It's 2-1 now to Dansby Swanson. One pitch. Swung on, popped up. Going back on it is J.P. Crawford, but coming in is Odubel Herrera, and Herrera will call in the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. So time now for the Jeep Stump the Fans trivia question answer. We asked earlier, Ben, who was the only person to play in both the Super Bowl and the World Series? And you said that's an easy question.
Prime time.
Prime time is correct. Deion Sanders. You see, actually played in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Won them both. One with the 49ers and one with the Cowboys. And he went to the World Series with the Braves in '92. What a player he was. He's also the only person on the planet. As that first pitch to Rio Ruiz misses. It's 1-0. Only guy on the planet to score a touchdown and hit a home run in a Major League Baseball game. Score a touchdown in the NFL and hit a home run in a Major League Baseball game in the same week.
It's incredible.
It's a good week.
My generation, I firmly believe, the second best athlete
behind
that I've ever seen.
Bo Jackson. Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Pure athlete.
Yep. Foul straight back. It's 1-1. You know, in 1991, the Braves went to the postseason. He was a big part of that team. He batted .302 in 1991 for the Braves, but was not allowed to be a part of the postseason because his NFL contract prohibited him from missing training camp. So he had to leave in August and miss the postseason for the Braves. So he had that reworked in '92. He was able to participate in the World Series in '92. Yep, he was a special kind of player for sure.
Dynamic.
Not only did he play both sports, he played 2 ways in football. Yeah. Two pitch, swung on, and that one's hit well down the right field line. Going back, and that one is not coming back. Rio Ruiz sends that one over the wall. Nice easy swing, and Nick Williams, all he could do was look up. The Braves have cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Ruiz's 4th home run of the season.
It's a hanger, and
yep.
For a lefty, this is a very good place to hit. Kevin Segras not very happy with himself. 215th home run allowed this season, a new single-season record for the Philadelphia Phillies.
Well, just went down and got that one. He knew it right away. So Lane Adams will be the pinch hitter now for the Braves. Right-hander. First pitch to Adams. He turns on that one and pops it up. Shallow left field. And Freddie Galvis says, I'll take care of that. And he does. So 2 outs. Seacrest is still shaking his head about that. Rio Ruiz is not the guy you think is going to pop one out of here.
No. Just 3 home runs on the year. He got 203.
So Julio Teheran will be the batter. Brian Snitker going to stay with his starter. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th to let him hit. And he takes that first pitch inside for a ball. Fouls it out of play. It's 1-1. See Adam Morgan starting to get loose. One pitch. Over for a strike. It's 1-2. Imagine you'll see Adam Morgan in the 7th and Luis Garcia and Hector Neris 8-9. If the Phils can keep this lead. 1-2 pitch. Grounded back over the head of Seacrest. Galvis is up with it and makes the play over to first for the out. So 6-3 goes the put out. And the Phillies able to get out of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th, but not before Ruiz cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 Phils. Take a look. Rhys Hoskins had the RBI double back in the first inning, put the Phils on top. Henderson Alvarez pitched well in 5 innings, allowed the 5 hits, no runs. Rio Ruiz just homered last inning to give the Braves their first run of the game. Julio Teheran still in there, pitching well for Atlanta. That's where we stand, 2-1. Adams stays in the game after pinch hitting in the 6th inning. Teheran finishing up his warm-up tosses here as we start the top of the 7th. Aaron Altherr will be the first to face him here in the 7th. Altherr's had a tough night, a couple of strikeouts so far. He steps in against Julio Teheran, who's delivered 86 pitches tonight. First pitch is low in the dirt. It's 1-0 to Aaron Altherr. turns on that one and hits it high.
He hit it sideways out of the stadium.
Out of the stadium. How about that? That's hard to do.
He's got to be the first one to do that. Flowers stuck it to him.
He's laughing about it. That literally went out of the ballpark.
It went left out of the ballpark. Straight left.
That's how we get home. Left out of the ballpark.
That's amazing.
1-1 pitch. Low for a ball, 2-1. You never know what you're going to see, Ben. Wind up the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, third base. Ruiz has it. And he beats Altair. Strong throw by Ruiz. That's the first out here in the top of the 7th. 5-3 goes to put out. That'll bring up Maikel Franco. Speaking of never know what you're going to see, did you happen to see the hidden ball trick work against the New York Yankees?
I did
Last
not.
night? Yeah. Ryan Goins from the Toronto Blue Jays. At second base, takes the throw in from the outfield, fakes the throw back to the pitcher, and I forget who was on second at the time, but he fell for it. Base hit by Maikel Franco into center field. It was Todd Frazier, I think, on second base. Stepped off. Tag was applied. And he was out.
Wow.
Yeah, something you see every day in the big leagues, for sure.
I don't know how I could have missed that on the highlights that I watch over and over and over.
You have the MLB app, that app, you can watch it. J.P. Crawford is the batter. He's 1 for 1. He's singled. He's walked. Been on base twice. Franco leads off first. First pitch to J.P. Crawford's down low for a ball, 1-0. 2-hit night for Maikel Franco. (2-0) to Crawford. Ball 3. And some bodies are stirring in the Braves bullpen at this point. Count is 3-0 to J.P. Crawford. Franco leads off first. Taking all the way. That's over for a strike. It's 3-1. Rex Brothers, the lefty, starting to warm up. Big swing and a miss. 3-2 now to Crawford. 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Two pitch. That one's drilled to center field. Inciarte is on the run, and he closes the distance quickly and makes the catch. Franco will have to go back to first. Off the bat, I thought maybe they would find the gap. Well, the final series of the 2017 season is with the New York Mets. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock on September 29th and 30th. And Sunday, October 1st at 3:05. Fan Appreciation Day. PGW 2018 schedule Fathead free to all fans, and a Phillies Fun Spinner free to fans 14 and under. All kinds of good things happening on that day, so visit Phillies.com to get your tickets for the final series of the year. 2 outs. Cameron Rupp steps to the plate with Maikel Franco at first. Takes that first pitch over for a strike.
I think the Phillies are really seeing this fastball from Tehran and I, they've taken an awful lot for strikes. An awful lot.
And that one is drilled back up the middle for a base hit for Cameron Rupp. Franco will stop at second. He didn't miss that one.
No, he didn't.
He continues to have success against Julio Tehran, which is why he's in the ball game tonight. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Tommy Joseph to pinch hit. Joseph getting his first look at Tehran tonight. Seagrass line is complete. An extra run here sure would help matters as we head into the 8th inning.
Or 2, or 3.
Cal Franco not with the best speed out there at second, so
it's going to exactly have rabbits out there.
Yeah, that's true. Cam on first. First pitch to Tommy Joseph is over for a strike.
Another fastball.
That was the 100th pitch by Julio Tehran. You see his pitches per inning. First inning was his toughest. One pitch, and that one is delivered into right field, base hit, but it's right at Markakis, so Monsenwell is going to have to hold Cal Franco at third. And that's what you feared, a base hit. Not going to be able to score him from second, but
or a base hit that hard.
Yeah,
he gets a bleeder in there. I think Sammy might take a different approach with Michael running, but that ball smoked to right field.
So the base hit for Tommy Joseph, pinch hit, base hit. It's good to see, and that'll bring up top of the order. But first, the conversation out on the mound for the Braves. Snicker out there talking to Tehran. He's going to leave him in there.
You know, he's definitely handled Odubel easily tonight.
But how many times have we seen Odubel Herrera look completely lost and then boom,
flip the switch?
Yep. Here's hoping he finds the switch right here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning, Phil's clinging to a 1-run lead. Some insurance runs would be awful nice at this juncture. Barr steps in. First pitch is swung on, and it's one hopper to second base. Albies has it, goes over to first, and the threat is over. So the Phils leave them loaded here in the 7th, and Julio Tehran, this night's probably done. Phils still lead it 2-1. Fifth inning, Ben, just the way the Phillies drew it up.
The ever exciting pass ball. Tyler Flowers, Michael Franco scores easily. Give the good guys their second run of the ball game. It stands 2-1 currently as we move to the bottom of the 7th. That is your Toyota turning point.
Whatever works. Brian Snitker and his pitching coach Chuck Hernandez giving some congrats to Julio Teheran. Snitker's gut instinct paid off. He went out there, had a conversation with Julio Teheran, and decided to leave him in, which you don't often see when a manager makes his way out to the mound, but he leaves him in. And I think your point in the top half of the inning was dead on. He's just handled Odubel Herrera with relative ease tonight, and was able to do it once again. So Adam Morgan will be the new pitcher for the Phils. He's 3-2 with a 3.96 ERA. 33rd game for the lefty, who has been so good down the stretch for the Phillies. Top of the order for the Braves, Ender Inciarte doubled in his last at bat. Takes that first pitch over for a strike.
Adam gets a pitch in front of his family and friends here in Atlanta.
He's from Marietta, Georgia. And one pitch is swung on and missed by Inciarte, so it's 0-2 now. Had a conversation with Adam not too long ago, and I said, you know, why Alabama? Why'd you decide to go to Alabama? And it turns out his father went to Alabama, played ball there.
Legacy.
Yep, he wanted to do the same, but another swing and a miss for Inciarte, and a strikeout for Adam Morgan for the first out here in the 7th. He made Inciarte look bad there.
Yeah, I don't think he saw any of those sliders.
Well, tomorrow at noon, right here on CSN, get set for the Eagles home opener with Michael B., Ray Didinger, Seth Joyner, and Barrett Brooks on Eagles pregame live. Following the game, they're on TCN to recap the action. Bookend the Birds and the Giants game with CSN and TCN until tomorrow. First game at home for the Eagles, who come back to Philadelphia 1-1. My prediction, Ben?
Yes.
The Eagles are going to smoke the Giants. That's my prediction. Not afraid to say it. What do you think?
Feeling confident. I like it.
It's easy for me to say. So anyway, just to finish the Adam Morgan story, I said, you know, what about the schools, you know, the other SEC schools? Obviously, University of Georgia, right in his backyard. I said, yeah, they weren't real happy that I was headed out to Alabama, but he said there was never a question in my mind. I was just going to play ball there.
Talks very fondly of his time at
Yes, he does.
Tuscaloosa.
Albies is 0 for 3 tonight. 1-1 pitch to him. It's grounded foul. Off the front of the Phillies dugout. Some more action in the Braves bullpen.
Very rarely will you see two lefties warming up at the same time.
You will in September.
Especially when you have 12 in the pen, as the Braves do.
5 lefties in the bullpen to go along with their 7 righties. From the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Just misses. 2-2. Ground ball. What a play by Mikel Franco. Up, fires across the diamond. Mikel Franco flashing some leather down there at third, taking that hot shot, taking a base hit away from Ruiz, or excuse me, from Albies. Take another look.
Good quick first step, layout, get to your feet quickly, throw a rocket across the diamond, and it is a rocket.
His defense has been so much better in the second half of the season.
It has. good as arm from third base as you're going to see.
So that's the second out of the inning. And Nick Markakis will step to the plate. Markakis has been on base twice. He's 1 for 2. He walked back in the 5th. Takes that one outside for a ball. You like seeing this guy up without anybody on for sure.
So the numbers against Morgan: 1 for 12, 4 walks. So he's seen him a lot.
Pitch is over for a strike. It's 1-1. Let's keep that trend going. No hits in his last 12 at bats in the 7th inning or later. Nick Markakis. He swings at that one and lofts one into center field. Dubal Herrera is there. And that's the third out of the inning. So a nice job by Adam Morgan coming in relief against the Braves. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the 8th. Phil's up by 1. By your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Delaware Valley Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. 2-1 Phillies here in the top of the 8th. Going on to that 1-run lead as we look at our defensive play of the game presented by Hyundai. Way back in the 1st inning, Ben.
Well, Ozzie Albies thinks he has one. Aaron Altair says, Very graceful. We talked about his athleticism. Aaron Altair with an excellent play. That is your Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Aaron Altair robbed him of a hit in the 1st inning, and Maikel Franco robbed him of a hit in the 7th. One of those nights for Ozzie Albies. Well, Rex Brothers is the new pitcher for Atlanta. His 25th game. You'll see the numbers: 7.65 ERA. And Freddie Galvis will be the first to face him. Face him from the right side, and the first pitch is over for a strike. It'll be Galvis, Williams, and Hoskins here in the 8th. This is outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Jason Mott hydrating and starting to loosen up in the Braves bullpen. It's been around for like 35 years, right?
It sure has. It's another former catcher.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And Luis Garcia starting to get loose for the Phillies. Count is 1-2 to Freddie Galvis. That one's popped into left center field and in for a base hit. Over the head of Dansby Swanson, and Freddie Galvis has his first base hit of the night. He's a leadoff base runner here in the 8th. Well, the future is bright for the 2018 Phillies and beyond, so get your 2018 season ticket plan deposits because they're being accepted right now for new accounts. Full and partial plans available to fit your needs and schedule. Great season ticket holder benefits throughout the entire year. Visit Phillies.com/season deposit for info and to secure your seats now. Imagine this guy, Nick Williams, will be a part of the 2018 team.
Yes, indeedy.
He and his 11 home runs and 52 RBIs in about a half a season. And he swings at that one, and it's a ground ball, and it's dropped. And now it's stepped on the bag as Adams, and now they've got Freddie Galvis in a rundown. And Galvis headed back to second, and he will keep it going for a little bit longer, and then he'll wave the white flag. Adams had it, he dropped it, stepped on the bag when Galvis started to turn back. He realized that he was caught in no man's land, and that'll be a double play. 3-6-1-3-4.
The worst thing that happens here is that Adams drops the baseball. Because if Freddie would have just kept going, he just assumed that he's going to tag the bag. And then Freddie could have retreated back towards first base, but he drops the ball. And then Freddie's just stuck in no man's land.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he decided to turn back anyway. He should have just headed to second and taken his chances.
I'm going to fit all those numbers in this little box.
What did I say? 3-6-3-1-4?
3-6-1-3-4.
Oh, 1-3-4. So that's a quick 2 outs, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins here in the top of the 8th. Nobody on. First pitch to Hoskins is upstairs for a ball. Hoskins 1 for 3 tonight. A double back in the first inning that drove in the first run of the night. Takes that one outside for a ball. It's 2-0. It's on the outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. The crowd has arisen. A bit of the wave trying to get started here at SunTrust Park. 2-1 pitch inside, and that's ball. Thought maybe it clipped him on the hip. 3-1 now to Rhys Hoskins. Aaron Altair waits on deck.
Here comes the wave again, Murph.
I just like the noise. Three 3-1 pitch. Ground ball. Swanson. Over to Adams. 6-3 goes to put out. So Phil's had a base runner erased on a double play. 3 up, 3 down. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Phil's up by 1. Coors Light. And, well, if you've been watching the Phillies, you know they'd be on this list. The lowest bullpen ERA since the All-Star break for the National League. Nationals, they've obviously been very, very good in the second half of the season. Brewers, Cardinals, then the Phils. 3.85 ERA from the guys in the bullpen for Philadelphia. It's a source of great happiness for Pete Buchanan, being able to have these guys settle into roles in the bullpen in the second half of the season. Adam Morgan has done it. So is the guy on the mound now, Luis Garcia, who's going to pitch the 8th. Face Tyler Flowers. Lead it off for the Braves. It'll be Flowers and Adams and Swanson. And first pitch to Flowers. He swings and misses.
How about Adam Morgan? Since June 17th. Take a look at the numbers for Luis. 2.39 ERA, 67 2/3. But for Adam Morgan, since June 17th, it's been in 28 games.
Popped up on the right side. Rhys Hoskins in foul territory. 1 out.
It's been in 28 games, 39 1/3. 28 hits, 13 walks, 47 Ks to the tune of a 2.29 ERA.
Yeah.
Adam Morgan has been stellar.
He really, really has. So much so that he's, kind of opened up that conversation. Well, hey, do you think about putting him in the rotation for next year? Left-handed guy. And Pete Buchanan has addressed that. He said, look, I think he's found himself a pretty terrific role, and he doesn't want to mess with that. So
it remains
to be seen. Yeah, it remains to be seen what happens. But as that one is delivered by Matt Adams into center field for a base hit. So 1-out base runner here in the 8th. But just the fact that they're even talking about that is a good thing for Adam Morgan. So Adams has his first hit of the night, and then he'll take a seat on the bench. And pitch runner in for the Braves. Micah Johnson will be the pitch runner down there at first. 39,839 watching baseball here tonight at SunTrust Park. Luis Garcia will work from the stretch. First pitch is been inside for a ball to Dansby Swanson. Swanson's 1 for 3. He's been good late in games for the Braves. A ground ball to shortstop right here. The 1-0 pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. Every time the Phillies retire, the opposing team 1-2-3. Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. 1-2-3 happened a couple times tonight for the Phils, back in the 3rd and then the 7th as well. Johnson leads off first, and he is off and running. No throw from Cameron. What a jump by Micah Johnson. That'll be a stolen base for him, and he is now in scoring position. The pitch result was a ball as well.
Yeah, no reason to throw this one. Excellent jump. Terrible pitch to throw on down and away to Cameron Rupp.
So the count is 3-0 to Swanson. Taking all the way, 3-1. Well, you knew it was a matter of time before Johnson took off. Ruiz is on deck. He homered in his last at bat. Luis Garcia chases Johnson back. field. That's going to be a base hit. Nick Williams has it. Here comes the throw. They're going to send Johnson. The throw is offline. Cameron Rupp unable to tag him. He loses the ball. I don't know that he touched home plate. And now Cameron doesn't realize that. He goes and touches home plate. And he is safe. And that is the tying run. Unfortunately, Cameron did not realize that home plate umpire Larry Vanover had not made a call indicating that Johnson missed home plate. He might not be able to tackle.
Swanson does it again here in the later innings. Nick with an excellent throw. It's just up the line a bit.
You see, watch. He had it. Yeah. So Vanover missed that.
I think Johnson just blocked him out. I'm really surprised that Ron Washington sent him.
Yeah,
you know, because the ball was hit so hard, and Nick's got a good arm, and it worked out.
And now Swanson is down there at second base, and Rio Ruiz is the batter. He takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's why you run for Matt Adams.
Yep. In the dirt. It's 2-0. So now Luis, well, he has to keep it right here. Don't want to allow the Braves to take the lead and be able to get their closer in. And there you see him. This guy, starting to warm up.
I think he's going to come in regardless.
Yeah. Tie ball game. So Ruiz is the recipient of an intentional walk now, and they will go after Lane Adams. So last time up, this was Ruiz, our T-Mobile home run replay.
He gets a hanger from Kevin Segers and just gets enough of it to hit in the shrubbery in right field. That was Ruiz's 4th home run.
So instead of finishing that at bat, they'll send him down to first. So runners at first and second now. And there is a wholesale meeting on the mound. It's just about, well, everybody in the infield has met Bob McClure on the mound. Delivered the message. 1 out, bottom of the 8th, 1 run across. We are in a tie ball game here in Atlanta. Lane Adams, who checked in the 6th as a pinch hitter. Face Garcia now. Chases back Swanson.
Talking with Chip Carey before the game, does the play-by-play for the Braves. We were talking about different players in the NL East and talked about Trey Turner, how fast he is. He said you should see Lane Adams run.
Really? Big swing and a miss. That one scoots away from Cameron Rupp, and both runners will move up. So some good base running in this inning for the Braves, and now they have runners at second and third with 1 out.
Goes down as a wild pitch. Cameron gets to it. He's just not able to get over top of it to deaden it right around home plate.
And Swanson didn't even hesitate. I mean, he was halfway there before Cameron realized the ball had squirted away. So second and third now. That changes what the Braves need to take the lead for sure. Count is 0-1 to Adams. Swings through that. 0-2, and that one stays in front of Rupp. Well, strikeout would be huge right here.
He struggled with the breaking balls from Ben Lively last night, so no reason to throw him anything straight right now.
The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Another good block by Cameron Rupp.
Just always have to anticipate it with 2 strikes.
They've got the chop going here. as they always do. 1-2 to Lane Adams. Runners at second and third. Infield is in for the Phils. 1-2 pitch. Just on the inside corner, called third strike. Larry Vanover's going to get me every time. A good pitch by Luis Garcia, and that is a huge strikeout, second out of the inning.
Here with a slider again, and not the best one that he's thrown, but good enough.
Well, it's big. The infield can go back into regular depth with 2 outs. And Johan Camargo is the pinch hitter for the Braves. Batting 182 as a pinch hitter this year. Now a base hit. That's what the Braves need. First pitch is over for a strike. Milner is up and warming in the Phil's bullpen. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Camargo.
Good splitter there. Make Camargo way out in front.
Time runs across. Luis Garcia trying to stop the damage right there. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball foul. We'll do it again. From the stretch. The 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-2.
Cameron's been all over the place back there this inning. Luis struggling with command just a bit. Cameron very active.
Working ahead of Johan Camargo. 1-2 pitch. Line drive into right center field, and that is going to fall in for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Camargo slides into second with a double. And just like that, the Braves have a 2-run lead. Man, oh man.
Amazing what you can do if you keep your hands back. Camargo, the head moves forward, his body moves forward, but he keeps his hands back. That's going to do it for Luis Garcia. I thought Nick was going to have a chance at that one. The ball just kind of, see Camargo get out in front of this one, but keeps those hands back and drills it in the right center. From our angle, it looked like Nick was going to have a play. You could see he's nowhere near that ball.
No, I actually thought I had a better chance of skipping through and getting to the wall, to be honest with you. He does a nice job of cutting it off, but not before the damage is done. And we're gonna have a pitching change. The lights have gone down here, and the cell phones are out, and the chop is going on, and the Braves have a 2-run lead. Pitching change for the Phils. The details on that when we come back. Well, following this game, Ricky Batalico is in studio with Michael Barkan, and they're going to break it down on Phillies post-game live. Highlights and analysis and some player interviews, but some good Phillies defense to talk about. But for the first time, not some good bullpen pitching for the Phils. There's the Matt Adams who started this inning. 3 runs across, and you see Dansby Swanson and Rio Ruiz. The 8th inning has been the downfall right now for the Phils, so they'll talk about all of that. Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies post-game live immediately following this game. First, Hobie Milner is going to have to finish up the 8th, get the Phils offense back out on the field. Ender Inciarte is the one to face him, top of the lineup for Atlanta. And it's 1-0 with a runner on second. You see the numbers by Hobie Milner this year. He's been good. 34 games, 2.28 ERA. Misses there though, and quickly behind Ender Inciarte, 3-0. And he walks him on 4 pitches. So Inciarte gets down to first. That'll bring up Ozzie Albies. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times. Nothing to show for it. He's 0 for 4 tonight. Well, just when we were talking about how good the bullpen's been, Ben, a little bit of a rough night.
Always happens that way, doesn't it?
Seems to. Albies takes that pitch over for a strike. It's 0-1. Milner quickly ahead of Albies, 0-2. In the 9th for the Phils, Aaron Altherr, Maikel Franco, and J.P. Crawford due up. 0-2 pitch. Line drive left field. Aaron Altherr is there to make the catch, but not before the damage is done. 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 8th, and the Braves have a 2-run lead. It's 4-2. Altherr, Franco, and Crawford when we come back. Out for them here in the top of the 9th as the Atlanta Braves put 3 on the board in the 8th, and they did it with our WB Mason delivery of the game. 2 outs, and Johan Camargo delivering.
Yes, he does. It's a little splitter there out over the plate. Johan Camargo pinch hitting, driving in Swanson and Rio Ruiz. Put the Braves up 4-2, and that's where we stand right now. It's your W.B. Mason delivery of the game.
So some changes. Camargo will stay in the game, and he's over at third. And Ruiz, who was at third, will move over to first. Adams checks out of the game, and in comes the closer for the Atlanta Braves. Arodys Vizcaino, who has been really good for them this year. 60 games, 61st appearance. And he has an ERA under 3, 2.93. So Aaron Altherr will be the first to face him here in the ninth. Altherr 0 for 3 tonight. He takes that first pitch over for a strike. 98 miles per hour.
He has 2 pitches he can strike you out with, not just get you out with, strike you out with. Saw him touch 98, but he's got a wipeout slider as well.
He finds the plate there. It's 1-2 now to Aaron Altherr. Phil's led it all night until the bottom of the 8th. Inside, almost hit him. So 2-2 now to Altherr.
How did it not hit him?
I don't know. Two pitch. Foul out of play. Phil's looking for their 62nd win of the season. Two pitch, a foul ball. It remains 2-2 to Aaron Altherr.
Pete talking today about how it is a big thing for them that they don't get 100 losses.
Right.
He said it's huge for us.
It would, at this point, I think it's relatively safe to say they won't. Big swing and a miss.
Do some work here. It's maybe another game that slips by. And yes, you would think that
they'll win 2 of the final 7 that they have to play after tonight. Maikel Franco will be the batter. He's had a good night. 2 hits for Franco. He's scored a run as well. Back in the 5th. 2 for 3. They need him to get on base again.
JP comes up and hits his first big league homer.
It'll be okay. Big swing and a miss by Maikel. It's 0-1. Foul past Juan Samuel, and it's 0-2 to Maikel Franco. His bat, change it out for a new piece. Vizcaino gets his sign. The 0-2 pitch. And swings and misses, and they're going to have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout. 2-3 goes the put out. Strikeout of Maikel Franco is the second out of the inning. And the Phils are down to their final out. J.P. Crawford steps in. And just a reminder, Phillies post-game live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance, coming up after the game. Marshall Harris is in the studio. Ricky Vitalico, not Michael B. So Marshall and Ricky. Lots to talk about. I'm just hoping they're talking about a comeback. Crawford's been on base twice. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He also walked, and he takes that first pitch right down the middle for a strike. Misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Tomorrow's starter, Nick Pivetta.
I look for him to build on his really good performance he just had against the Dodgers.
Yeah. Face Luis Guevara of the Braves as the Braves fans get on their feet. 2 strikes to J.P. Crawford. It's 1 and 2. And 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it goes all the way to the backstop. Once again, they'll have to throw down to first, but once again, 2-3 goes to put out. And Vizcaíno strikes out the side. And this one here in the ninth. That's another save for him, his 13th of the season. And that'll do it. Braves have beaten the Phillies once again in comeback fashion. It's the 4th straight loss to the Atlanta Braves by the Phillies.
Yeah, talk about the wipeout slider and fastball as Johan Camargo is our Chevrolet player of the game. 2-run pinch hit double in the 8th inning, which we just saw. But Vizcaíno, he gets ahead, he can put you away with the best of them. And he just showed that against the Phillies here in the 9th.
So handshakes for the Atlanta Braves as Vizcaíno. Braves get their 70th win of the season. We'll be back to put a wrap on this one in just a minute.